thank you for tuning in. Right behind me here, I have a 2001 Yamaha R1 with only 5,000 miles on the clock. It's currently in an almost complete restoration state. But the reason why I'm doing this introduction now is because we lost a lot of footage when we first acquired the bike and started stripping it. So I'm just giving you a brief introduction to what this bike was like when we first got it home. So it had yellow wheels, badly painted yellow wheels, lots of horribly faded anodized parts like foot pegs, levers.
Oh god, ew, 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 ew.
The paintwork was in terrible condition.
Ugh.
So when we got the bike home, it wouldn't start. It had an immobiliser alarm problem, and before we did any work on this bike, we had to get it started and up and running. So stay tuned and watch me dig into these electrics and get rid of all the gremlins. Have fun. Right, so we're gonna take a look under the tank, because apparently in the paperwork it says it has some ram air system and it's been dyno tuned to this ram air system. So we're going to have a look at this. We might need an aftermarket air filter, don't know yet. Right. Okay, so we've got pipes not connected. That looks like a crankcase breather, which doesn't go anywhere in this. And these hose clips aren't even on. More hoses not connected. Looks like someone's butchered this. And these here, like number plate screws. It's like a fancy thing. We'll open it up and have a look what's in there. Oh wow, have you seen this?
What?
Is this fiberglass? Like someone's made it in the kitchen or something.
More point, what's that? Really?
Glue gun and chicken wire. Oh my god. So it's been running with that in. I'm not sure what this is, but... Right. Well, it doesn't look like it's been offering much protection, does it? As I can see a lot of unwanted crap in there.
Has this been...
What's that? The screw for? There's lots of crap in there. I see the principle of it. It looks like it gets its air force in through here, but that filter's not even filtering, because... Should that go that way up? If that's like that, then all the dirt and crap's just getting rammed into there and sucked straight into the engine. So that's just doing nothing.
Excellent. Who the hell designed that?
Who the hell designed that? What a pile of crap.
Looks like it's a new airbox.
Yep, new airbox it is. We'll get this out and chuck it in the bin. It's like none of these breather hoses are on correctly either. It's quite clever, but it's got no
Not quite right though, is it?
no protection from the elements at all, has it?
No.
Yeah, that's gotta have to go. This is it when you buy used bikes and people have tampered with them. What other horrors lurk underneath? It looks like they've even removed one of these screws here so I can get the ram air system in there. That's what all the coil's on. But I can see lots of dirt, lots of crap and dirt over those pilot jets, which these carbs are going to have to come out and have a good old total clean. It looks like they've cut a pipe and siliconed another one in there. It's weird. That fuel filter's a bit nasty, isn't it?
It's a bit, yeah.
So we've got the alarm disconnected in a bit of a wire tangle. What I'm trying to do is expose all this wiring and trace it back to see where it goes. Usually on alarm wiring they'll piggyback them from various components on the bike like this, which is a good thing, which means all I have to do is snip off what is not necessary and tape them up and it should run. However, it looks like I'm just trying to find out which one comes from the starter switch and the ignition, I think. So I found that this one is looped. This one goes towards the ignition of the ECU. So that was just looped under the tape there on the wiring harness for the alarm. And then this one, I plugged them all back in where they usually go. This lot down here went to these ones here, so I connected those back to how they should go. So now we've got ignition, but yeah, we've got nothing from the switch. Dead. But these wires, because they were going to nothing, tried to get rid of what I don't need. I believe these just go to the accessories, and the ones we want in is this here. One of these should be ignition, and the fire button, the starter button as I call it. Right, so I'm gonna start bridging some wires and then see what happens, see if we've got ignition, and see if it starts, so to speak. So here's my loop on these two pins here. I'm going to get the ignition on and see if it fires up. So the fuel's on. We'll put the choke on. We'll put the ignition on. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. Bingo. And that's how you get a bike running. So what I'm going to do now, because all this wiring's, nothing's connected to the alarm at all, so I'm going to just ditch all of this. This lot is going to have to go. We don't need that. And these wires, I'll trace them back and just loop them up. And that should be, put the harness back to how it would have been at the factory. Well, I think this is a factory fitted alarm actually. Then we'll stick another alarm on it. Nebbies. Right, I'll get this wiring sorted out then. Give her the good news. Right, so final wire. This one goes to the CDI box, so I will loop those together. I've got some heat shrink on it, and then I can start wrapping this wiring up, I think. Right, I can smell my soldering iron getting hot, so I'll solder that. See you in a minute. So they're now soldered. I don't like connections like this, they're just crimped together. I prefer a soldered connection any day. They're all done nicely. I'm going to whack some solder around this as well. And let's see if so that should fire up now. It does. Okay. So we're almost there. We've got all that wiring back together, nice and neat. Looks a lot better under there. That's going to go. It's a new battery, but it's an acid battery, and I can't stand them. They weigh a ton. So that is going to go. I'm going to get myself a lithium battery for that with about possibly 200 cranking amps. I mean, 180 is okay. When you're looking for batteries, this is what gives it a good old start. Cold cranking amps, 180. It's adequate for an inline 4. If you've got a V-twin, try one what's got at least 200, I'd say. Make it turn over nice and fast. This is utter butchery. Looks like whoever's fitted this crappy looking under tray has hacked away at the original under tray. I'm going to have to get that because that will bug me. Get these indicators swapped to the original ones as well. I don't like this tape stuffed around everywhere. So that's going to get replaced. So that's the alarm, what was left of it. The horrible thing removed and gone. Get your knife and slash those. So we're going to remove these grips as well, aren't we?
We are.
Chav grips.
YZF performance.
I would just slash down them.
I'm going to, but I'm just going to be careful as well because I don't want to ruin anything.
Well, there's nothing under there.
Oh, is there not?
Just aluminium. It'll be tough. Get some more knife out. That's it.
Brute force, dear, brute force.
Chav grips. They offer no grip whatsoever, do they?
It's not for
Oh, it
me.
might fall off now, that.
Ta-da!
Same with the throttle side now. Is it welded in?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me to use my powerful hands.
Go for it.
Is it?
There we are.
You must have loosened it.
I think so.
I'm a very powerful man. Oh my god.
Ah well.
What are you doing with that knife?
No, I'm not really in a very good position here.
We don't really like to work in these conditions, do we?
Not particularly.
But the garage is still ongoing progress, so...
Ta-da!
Right, let's get those grey grips on there and it should look a treat, shouldn't it? So we're using brake and clutch cleaner because it will evaporate and wear off. You gotta be quick, it'll evaporate.
Alright, maybe it's evaporated.
I got the other one on in under 10 seconds.
I think you might have to do this.
Shall I?
It's a bit tight.
Go on then, I'll do it.
Oh, I didn't put that much on.
Exactly. Boom.
Oh, look at that.
Boom, that'll evaporate, wear away.
Perfect.
Stuck. But we'll get some lock wire to go around there. Just to... Can you look at that solid now?
Solid as a rock.
Excellent. So we removed this crash bung because I think they look awful. But we have not got original engine mounts bolt for it. So what we're going to do, this is the one that comes with the crash bung. So my idea is to chop this down and then put a thread on it. So then we've got ourselves an engine bolt. So we've got to get these wheels off this R1 because they look horrible. They're yellow and they should be black for this model, but I think we're going to do them silver. So it kind of looks like the 98 onwards one. Yeah, the little problem is we've got no toolkit with the bike, and I've not got this. It looks, I think it's a 22mm hex key for the to get the wheel off there for the spindle. So I've not got one. I can order one, but I want one right now. I want to get these wheels off now because I need to go to powder coating quickly. So all is not lost. I've found that if I don't have the tools, then I will make them. And we're going to make one. And this is how I'm going to make it. 2 spark plug sockets. I've got a 16mm and a 21mm one. This one's cracked and broken, it's damaged. I've got plenty of these anyway. It comes from my Halfords toolkit, but what I plan to do is weld those two together like that. And this, I've already tested it, this fits. This is 22mm, so it fits directly into that socket. So, I'm not going to weld this, is obviously chrome plated, so what I'm going to do is get rid of all the chrome and grind that off, weld round it, and I can get myself a big ratchet in there and remove that spindle. Save me buying one. It'll be good for the future as well, so here we go. You can see that's taking all that chrome plating off there. A little bit on the front. It's alright. Right, so I'm doing this outside. I've got a flux core welder. People call them gasless MIGs, but it's not a gasless MIG. A MIG is metal inert gas. This is not metal inert gas, it's got a flux core, just thought you should know. You can weld outside with these, so I'm going to get this welded up now. Hope the spark don't burn my phone. So let's have a look. So that's nicely welded up, and it should work a treat. We'll give it a try in a minute now. I've ground down the welds a little bit. I like to leave things looking neat. That will rust, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a coating with some anti-corrosion stuff. I might weld this little crack up in the future. Yeah, I like making my own tools. It's marvellous when you've got a welder. You can do so much. Let's see if the shoe fits. Perfect. So get my ratchet on there and get this on here, one-handed. It works. How are we getting on? Wheels out, they're going for powder coating, just checking these pads. Seem okay, calipers want to clean of course. Pads look alright. We're going to change these chav looking brake lines as well. My job is to get this back wheel off. Right. Yeah, I'll get some new ones.
Nah, that's not up to the cost. We may as well just clean them up.
Well, you're selling it now.
Oh no, I'm still going to need to spend a box on my crap.
Oh my god, listen to her. Did you mark up which size which on them discs?
Did you move them?
I'm kidding. They're just discs. That's thought serious at the end.
That's nasty.
You had to think then, didn't you? No.
Well, I definitely need some new ones then.
Awful yellow. Awful. Why would someone do that to it? Why? Poor thing. We'll sort this bike out, won't we?
It's not very nice, is it?
No. Yes, sell it. So I've got the coils out, and appearing down here, it looks like we've got a pretty nasty coolant leak there. It looks all corroded, does that. So I think I'm going to be looking, getting a new little gasket or something. I'll see what that is. It's pretty nasty in there. A shame, really. State of that. So we found our culprit. It looks like there's been coolant leaking from around here. It's been coming out of there, look. Stare this. And that's what it's been leaking in there. And I'll have a look for a new one of those and I'll get all that cleaned up. I might end up I think I'm going to end up pulling the rocker cover off this and giving it an overhaul. While I'll do that, I might as well check the valve clearances as well. Right. Right, so next job, the carbs are coming off. Take these all off and give them a damn good clean out. Let's see what crap's inside those. Just need some tools.
Would you like a beer, sir?
Oh yes, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Very good.
Would you like a spanner, sir?
Oh, have we got any pliers as well? A 10mm spanner, please, and some pliers.
10mm spanner?
Oh, thanks.
Pliers, sir?
Perfect, thank you very much.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Would you like some lubrication?
I'm fine, thanks. Anyway, right, so we've got to loosen the throttle cables first, and then these hoses. There's a lot of stuff to unplug here, and we'll get it out. So what are we doing today then?
So I am putting my R1 wheels back together.
All right.
I've just had them powder coated.
Yeah, done a good job really, haven't they? We've gone for silver. I know on the 2001 model they were black, but we're gonna make this 98 style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 98 one looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know it's a 2001, but they're just stickers anyway. Anybody buys it, they can put the wheels back to black.
I actually think the wheels in silver look a lot better anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it just lightens it up a bit.
Yeah, I think they just did the wheels in black because silver gets covered in brake dust and dirt. It makes them look a bit tatty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so we've got the carbs out of the R1. On the MOT history on this one, it's missing a year on its MOT. The mileage checks out okay, but the guy who we bought it off said it's been sat in his garage for a year, at the back of his garage untouched. So I can tell. I mean, I think that story does check out. I can tell because in the bottom of these carb balls here, you do get some sludge or greenery growing, but it looks like in the bottom of these carb balls, you can just see the usual suspects of it being stud. There's a lot of dirt in this one, which I'm going to get out. These are incredibly dirty. That screw there, I'll just rub my finger. It had like rust attached to it, but the rest of them are fine. But on the needles, as you can see here, excuse the cinematography, you can see that. Is it in focus? It's got quite a black tip on it. It looks like it's got corrosion on the tip. Let's see if we can get it into focus a little bit better. Probably not. There. So you can see that little black tip on it. That looks like it's been sat in water. And this one, I've cleaned this one up, but the tip's broken. It's corroded away. And this final one here, as you can see, that's dirty. So these needles will be replaced, I think. That one's alright. You can see here, it feels rough, it's been sat for a while. So I think that story does check out. I'm going to strip these further and see what else is inside them. So we're slowly piecing back together the carburetor. It's nice and clean now. You wouldn't believe the amount of crap that's come out of it. So we cleaned all the float balls out. We're using this actually. Where is it? Shit, where is it? The pilot jet's in. So we've been using this Alphard's degreaser. I'm not sponsored by Alphard's, but it's done quite a good job actually. You coat it all, leave it, and it does actually get rid of the tarnish. This is you can see the colour of that fluid in there, which has come from these jets. Yeah, it should look alright. It's gone back together. We've replaced these needles with new ones, and it's a lot cleaner than it used to be. All that grubbing grime out of there should work fine. So what's going on in the R1 corner?
So I wanted to change these foot pegs.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
chav foot pegs.
Yeah, they're not for me at all. Okay, so I have got actually these
Some original ones.
nice original ones. But I decided that these were grubby.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd actually take it all off, clean it up as best I can do, and then pop it all back together again.
Yeah, you've done quite a good job of that, haven't you?
Well, I'd like to think
It's
so.
looking better.
It's definitely mucky, that was for sure.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll crack on with the carbs.
Excellent.
Gotta be really gentle not to tighten or over tighten these because it's brass. It will bend and strip. This one was actually loose. It was finger tight when we opened it up, so that would have caused a few running issues. I'm just soaking these jets now, because seems to be a bit of crap in them as well. What didn't clear yesterday, so get them in a minute. So I'm just making sure that they're all seated. Yep. There we go. I'm going to put the diaphragms on first, the slides, and then fit the bowls because I want to make sure that there's no obstructions in here. You've got to be really careful when you're cleaning these, because if you use brake cleaner, which I haven't, it can perish this rubber. It's powerful stuff, so make sure you use carb cleaner or petrol.
Oh gosh.
This is weeing all over.
Still weeing all over, yes. Just, there we are. Oh dear. Yes, it is. Never mind. It'll add to the lubrication. There we are. Bob is your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and the
Excellent.
fuel filter's on.
Alright, leave it to it then. Okay, so things are getting exciting now. I've got the carbs back in. I've got the coils all lined up, and good old thing this, that they're all numbered. So cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you can't get them wrong. Crankcase breather. I've stuck this on here because I don't like crankcase gases going into the airbox. I don't like it. You shouldn't have warm oily gases going into there. It gets sucked into the engine. So that is going to take care of all those. And on the airbox here, I'm going to fit another one of these pointing down, so it doesn't let this run too lean, or run lean should I say. Next job, I'm just going to have a check round, make sure everything's plugged in, everything's connected. And I've got a little hose clamp for this. I'm missing that one. I might not have had one. Got my new fuel line on there, so I'm going to cut that to length. And then I think I'm not going to fit in the tank. I'm going to be painting the tank and getting the bodywork prepped for painting. Got those stacked on there ready. They don't look to be in particularly bad condition on camera or from a distance. They look pretty good. But as some owners do, they hide things with stickers, and this has got a nasty scratch. You can see, look at that, and the state of this filler cap. So that's going to get repainted. We don't want dirty filler caps. Yeah, I'm going to get this tank fully painted up. And these panels aren't too bad. The indicators have got to go. I need standard indicators. I don't like these little pokey things. This one's not too bad, this panel. There is some odd stone chips on there. The sticker's fine. There's a scratch up here. Scratch there. I think that's another one there. So that's going to be repainted. And this one here is covered in stone chips, so that's going to get repainted also. After I've repainted it, I'm going to put 4 coats of clear on that, keep it protected, give it some armour, and then I think it would benefit from some vinyl wrap going over it to protect that paint even more. I'm going to sell this piss pan thing, put that on eBay. Yeah, see who wants it. This horrible airbox. And this belly pan here is going to get fully repainted. I'm going to get rid of this sticker here. I don't know what's happened here. Someone's dropped it on its side or something. A bit of a shame. I had a sticker over that, as you can see, the outline of where it used to be. Another little cheeky trick that some people do when they try and sell a bike to you. Cover all the scratches with little stickers. Of course, I know what they're up to. Anyway, brakes are on. New powder coated wheels. Got a few dirty fingerprints on them from me. We'll clean those up. Engine's looking all nice and clean. Could be a little bit cleaner, I reckon. I like clean engines. And then I'll put some oil in it now, that's what I'll do. I'll crack on with the painting. Or the sanding, the prepping, should I say. See you in a bit. Right, so this is what I was talking about with that crankcase breather. I'll put these two filters in to break that ventilation circuit going through there from the crankcase. Hopefully the tank will fit in here, not clash with these. It probably won't. Let's try it, see what happens. If it does, then I'll have to take these out or bend some pipe to tuck them in down here. So I'm going to get a tank on, see what happens, see if this will fit, but I hope it does. It looks a lot better, I think, and it'll help it so we're not getting oily hot gases from the gearbox going into the airbox and straight into the intake. Right, let's give it a blast. Right, the tank is on there and it looks like it fits perfect with no problems. You might not be able to see under there. Probably not, I can see it. Let's see if we can get a light on. There we go. Right, there's a filter. And that's all clear. So you can put those filters in without problems. It's got loads of clearance from the tank. I just wish it did not have these scuffs in it. We've got to get him painted, haven't we?